Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Infatuasian podcast. Got a fun one for you locals out there, any SF or Day of the City people. We're going to be talking with Adonis today. You guys know Adonis if you're on Instagram. He does content promoting local mom and pop restaurants. And we're kind of similar that neither of us take sponsorships or anything like that. So if we shout out a restaurant, it's because we like it, not because they're paying us to do so. So we just like shouting out local restaurants because we want to see them do well. Recording in a restaurant is always challenging, and it happened to be kind of noisy the night that we recorded, so you'll hear some noise. I tried to get rid of it as much as I could, but some of it leaked through, and it's problematic, to be honest with you. Plus, you're going to hear me trying to ask questions with my mouth full of food, which is disgusting, and I apologize for that. But, you're in the moment, and the food is good. You don't want to eat it cold. So thanks for putting up with that, as well as all the noise in the background. I still think the interview came out pretty good, so hopefully you enjoy it. And we'll get to it right after this. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Infatuasian podcast. I'm here. I got to let you introduce yourself here.
Hey, okay. My name is Adonis Marcelino, and on Instagram, I'm known as I'm Adonis Eats.
You guys know that voice. If you're from San Francisco, you know that voice. We're here with Adonis, and we're actually in Chinatown on Jackson Street at New Lun Ting, but everyone knows this place as the Pork Chop House.
The Pork Chop House, yeah.
So we're going to have a little bit of food, but while we're waiting for our food, we just ordered oxtail and roast pork with brown gravy. Everyone knows you got to get the roast pork when you come here. But in the meantime, we're going to catch up with Adonis a little bit. He does food content, mostly mom and pops.
Mostly, yeah.
Doesn't get paid for it. Doesn't get free food. No comps.
No.
What's your mission?
You know what, man? What my mission has become is just to help uplift businesses and really represent community.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to get to this. So when I first started doing this, I'm just like a regular local guy.
Right.
I'm a homie. I've always been into eating out with my family, right? We had kids young, so this is something easy that we could do together as a family, especially with travels. And I was always the guy that friends would hit up and be like, yo, who got the best burger?
Because they know you know.
Exactly. I'm going to New York City. I'm going to Hawaii. What's your spot? So I started doing the content, and then I kind of took a little bit of a different turn, because when I started doing content, what I found out was most influencers are on there. They try to get free food or to get paid. And that was kind of a shock to me. And so what I said no. And so I stuck to my guns, and now I really try to do it like community-based.
Yeah.
So not only am I uplifting small businesses by sharing the food I like, but I'm networking with people like yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, we already talked about a couple of people we know in common. So
exactly.
The city is small, people outside of SF don't know how small this place is.
Exactly. That's funny you bring that up, because I say that all the time. When people are new here, they talk about how big it is. And I say, when you're a real local here, right, whether you're born and raised here or you just been here for a long time, it's a small town.
It's really small.
We're all related within, I like to say, 2 degrees of separation.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So let's take it back a step. We got our soup here, so we're going to be slurping a little bit, everyone out there. So take it back a sec. So your roots, ancestral roots.
So I identify as Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
My family all come from the Philippines, but I have Chinese blood and English blood on my mother's side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I got freckles. And if you looked at my grandfather, who passed away some years ago, rest in peace, he looked like a straight up Chinese dude. Light-skinned from the English side with the Chinese eyes. And real talk, I used to go onto the 14 mission, and sometimes I would hear my name. He would say, Don. And I would look over, I'd be with my friends. I'd be embarrassed because, I'm a kid, right? I don't know any better.
Yeah.
Ego. and I'd be with my friends trying to look cool, and he would be at the front of the bus, probably coming from Chinatown because he loves to hang out here.
Yeah.
He'd have his Chinatown bags with him, the pink bags, and he shopped at Salvation Army, and I would act like I didn't know him. You know, I would run into him in like Superstar Cafe.
Yeah,
You know, these were the places he frequented. He was always in Chinatown.
Huh. So home for you was top of the hill, Daly City, or South City?
Oh, real quick, on my father's side.
Oh yeah.
My father has Japanese, Filipino, Ilocano specifically.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a little mix.
Yeah.
But Daly City.
Yeah. So I was actually born in San Francisco.
Okay.
And initially started off in the Excelsior district where my grandmother had a home.
Yeah.
We had a rental later on. I had teenage parents.
Yeah.
And so they had a rental. Went to school at Monroe Elementary early on. And then when my parents bought a house, they bought a house top of the hill, Daly City, because they were specifically looking for a home that was not connected. Right? You know how most homes in San Francisco are butted up right against each other. Like my grandmother's home. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
And so they specifically looking for a home that was separated in the top of the hill, what they call now original Daly City.
Original Daly City.
That had old homes that were separated.
Yeah, that was exactly our thinking too. We used to live in the Richmond district, but when we had a baby, we were like, we want a little more space. Yeah. And it's not a lot more space, but it's just a little bit bigger.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing was too, where my grandmother stayed at, she was on Alamany, right, which is a busy intersection. And I remember like pulling in and out of the garage, you had to have a second person to help wave you out.
Right.
But we never played outside.
Yeah.
Right, because it was so busy.
All you had was that one sidewalk.
Exactly. And so a big thing for us was to find a home where we could actually play outside. So when we first moved to the top of the hill, Daly City, was a lot of kids out there.
Yeah.
Kids were still playing baseball and on the streets, you know, kickball, those type of things. So
okay.
Yeah.
And then high school down the street at Jeff.
Yeah, I went to Jefferson High School. I actually wanted to go to Westmore, where all my cousins were, because that's where all the cool Filipinos were at. That's where all the girls were at. Jefferson was kind of hood a bit, you know, a lot of Latino gangsters and stuff. It was a little bit scary, a lot of Samoans. Yeah. But I ended up going to Jefferson, and I wouldn't take it back, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not close enough in age. I'm older than you, but yeah, I remember coming to Westmore and Jefferson, and that exact vibe. A little scared of Jeff, but then Westmore felt a little more, you know, a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, I actually remember like our football games. People are not gonna like this, but it's the facts. I remember when we used to have home games at Jefferson, and the Westmore bus would pull us. It would pull up in our parking lot. They would all come out. They would get in a tight line with their heads down. So everybody would gather around them up top, and everything start throwing things at them.
Intimidating them.
They stayed tied, walking through down to the field. I still remember that.
I think that's why they don't even do football anymore. They don't want to deal with it.
They do have a nice football field, though.
I know.
Crazy.
I know. Yeah, my daughter's at Westmore right now.
I think private schools play out in that field, I think.
I think they probably rent it out. Yeah. It's cool. All right. So I think I saw you did Marine Corps after high school. What made you do that?
Oh, man. So I graduated late 90s, right? At that time, like, a lot of people I was growing up with was starting to get drugs, and, you know, marijuana was already big, right?
Yeah.
This is a time of like total devastation, many clouds of smoke, Cypress Hill, right? Insane in the membrane. And then crystal meth started popping up a lot around, you know? So that was going on a lot. And my peers were starting to get arrested for various things, you know what I mean? So I just knew that if I stuck around, I was already not great at school. And one thing I was thinking about was going to Heald.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, Heald College,
The rice gonna be high. On the roast pork, you want spaghetti instead?
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. Think of oxtails, you can have rice, but this one, spaghetti.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
Oh, getting into the Marines before you got into trouble.
Yeah. So a lot of my friends were going to Heald.
Oh, yeah, Heald.
I wasn't going to go the traditional route. I didn't have the discipline for it, right? And then, you know, Heald eventually folded later on. They lost their accreditation, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people kind of lost a lot of money off that.
Yeah.
So I just knew I had to pull myself out of the environment, man. And then I got busted for a couple of things. And I remember I was in court for something, and I kind of just pulled it out of my, you know, behind. But I was like, hey, Judge, can we get this done with quick? Because I'm trying to go to the Marine Corps, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I ended up going to the Marine Corps. It just so happened that in high school, I did have a conversation with a recruiter. You know how they would position these recruiters in Siberia?
Yeah.
And there was the recruiter was Asian. He was Thai, actually, the Thai American, right? So we connected. And I was always into martial arts. He was a Muay Thai guy.
Yeah.
So we had some connection. And then he got my phone number somehow, and he started showing up at my house. So when I started getting in trouble and I was looking for a way out, man, I said, yo, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And I shipped off.
Okay.
Yeah.
No real plan after that. You were just like getting out of town for now.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out, and then I figured, like, you know, I would learn discipline because I couldn't get myself out of bed. I had been working full time downtown.
Yeah.
At a few retail spots, you know. And I figured by joining the Marine Corps, I could pick up the discipline that I didn't already have. I could dial in more into the martial arts, the physical aspect that I had known my whole life, and then learn a trade.
Yeah.
You know, learn a trade and then come back with some skills.
Yeah. I think you just posted a picture of you and your guys repping the whole U.S.
Yeah.
Was that like kind of your first time really outside of San Francisco and hanging out?
You know, I actually grew up traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, my siblings and I were pretty well traveled as kids because most of my family worked for the Westin St. Francis.
Okay. Yeah.
Square. Like, I remember being young and walking through the dungeons down there, right? And my family knowing everybody. And so we had hotel privileges, right? And then my mother worked for United Airlines.
Oh, so you had
San Francisco was a United hub, right? So at a young age, we were able to travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you eat your popsicle yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. You should come with one, okay? I can eat two.
Thank you.
Hey, this oxtail, this reminds me of like what you get like in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Hawaii and this place are kind of like the original fusion, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. The first time I came here, I was like, yo, this is just like the hole in the wall spots of Hawaii.
Yeah.
That are slowly fading away now.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the last kind of place like this here.
In Chinatown?
Where it's like American food, but you get the rice.
Yeah.
You get a little soy sauce flavor.
Yeah.
You get a pot sticker. Yeah.
It's all pretty much still locals in here that come.
Kinda, yeah. You know, a lot of workers, a lot of uni guys come in here.
I see a lot of people who don't live here no more. Like, for instance, I think I was here Chinese New Year festival. And so people who have gravitated outside of the city, when they're in the city, they're like, let's go to New Lun Ting Cafe.
Like the memories.
So we align on the way we do content because kind of just fell into it, right? But the biggest video that I had that brought me over 20,000 followers was addressing a troll comment where somebody was clowning me for how I talk. I had a few of them.
Yeah.
Right? When I was doing these voiceovers for my videos, because initially I wasn't in front of the camera. I'm camera shy, right? That's kind of a new thing I'm starting to go into. But then people were starting to go in my contests and be like, in my comments, and be like, why do you talk like that? Why are you trying to talk gangster? Why are you trying to talk like you're black? And then one was phrased perfectly where it said, you're Asian. Why do you talk like that?
Right.
And somebody who has like 200,000 followers, a friend of mine, right, was giving me advice and was like, yo, what you got to do is you got to respond with the real. I was like, how do you do that? So she taught me. So I had it loaded. I had the gun loaded. So when I saw that, I said, oh, I got a story for that.
Yeah.
So I told the story, and then that blew up. And so that made me realize that what we have here in the Bay Area with the Asian community is very unique. And so I wanted to represent that on the world stage, you know? And it just comes down to like breaking stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stereotypes of being Asian.
Right.
And a lot of us here in the Bay Area don't abide by those stereotypes, you know, because we're American. Like, let's be real, you know what I mean? And, and so that's kind of been one of the things I try to represent. I'm big about representation. And so when I talk about community and culture keeper, that's really what I have in mind.
Yeah. And you representing this part of the city, well, especially Daly City, there's not a lot of people, but, you know, Excelsior, Outer Mission, like you're giving a voice to an area that typically underrepresented, you know, these restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen more influencers get there lately, but it's kind of a newer thing for people to get to the top of the hill.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with Daly City's always living under San Francisco's shadow, right? If you know, there's a lot of connection with Daly City and everything that represents San Francisco.
Yeah.
There's actually like a lot of like, for instance, the DJ scene, right? Some of the best DJs that ever lived off top. The DJ Shortcut is from the Excelsior district, right?
Yeah. Shout out Qbert.
Qbert. Well, Shortcut's actually from Daly City, but I was actually thinking about Qbert, right? We went to Balboa.
Yeah.
But it's right there on the border. And so with the Filipino community, mainly based out of Daly City, and specifically because of the way that the homes were built, because how the Filipino community, there's like some upper middle class who had these big homes, the ability to afford DJ equipment.
Yeah.
The proximity to San Francisco and peak game from DJs like Cameron Paul. They were able to take it back to Daly City and had house parties and work on their skills, But, I mean, there's so much history in Daly City, but it's been kind of like appropriated as San Francisco when it benefits San Francisco. It's like Cow Palace, right?
You're right.
How many times is it a San Francisco event when it's really in Daly City? The Warriors played out of.
They won their championship there.
Out of Daly City.
Right. Even the Olympic Club is half in Daly City, half
there.
There
you go, yeah. And I just learned about the Olympic Club maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I grew up, just a couple miles from that, and I didn't even know that existed. Yeah.
So you're just always known as the guy to go to for the food recommendation.
For food, yeah.
Because you just had that taste that people like.
And I think it comes down to like being well traveled at a young age.
Yeah.
And then I had a job that I can't speak about that required me to travel a lot. So I was traveling how many years ago now? Like 15 years ago, I was traveling 90% of my time. So, I got to have like ramen here and then check out ramen in New York City and then check out ramen in Japan.
Right.
So you make these little comparisons. Something as simple as sandwiches. You grew up on Cheesesteak Shop at the Divisadero when it was an actual small business before it became a franchise. And then you go to Philly and you try the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's cool. So you're just doing it for fun at first?
I still do it for fun.
I mean,
right? Because I don't get paid for
it. Right. Still a hobby.
Yeah, people were like, why you do it? I'm like, it's fun, man.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, same.
It's fun to like right now, we hanging out.
I know, yeah.
It's fun to me. Because if I wasn't doing this, you know what I'd be doing right now? If I'm not in the gym, I'd be at home on the couch.
Exactly.
On my foam roller or something.
Yeah. So what were your initial posts about?
So all my initial posts were basically the restaurants my family and I were already enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like off top, I'm going to talk about like lesser covered places by influencers. Little Hunan, Mission Street, Daly City. Their lollipop chicken or salt and pepper chicken, OMG, man. It's like crack. I bring a tray of that to a party, man. And I talked about it in my first reel I did for them. I bring it to a party, and some Chinese friends were born and raised in the Sunset. I start eating and they go, where's this from?
All right.
And I say, Little Hunan. Till this day, those friends, Chinese friends from the Sunset, still come all the way to Mission Street, Daly City to get this chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's obvious ones like Little Luca. I kind of have like a personal rule that I don't really cover places that don't really need it. Not because I don't want to, but I don't really have the time to.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to kind of just enjoy your food, if that makes sense. So like, I feel like that about El Farolito. I might throw it in my story, but there's not really a reason for me to do a whole video on it. That's
people
honestly,
know.
These videos take me like 4 to 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah. And not including travel time, yeah.
Exactly. So, and I'm still sitting on hella content that I haven't got around to because I really operate on motivation, which one I feel like working on.
Right. Now I hear you. So, yeah, it's done real well. I mean, it's kind of definitely blown up. I saw one run reel at 1.2 million. You know which one that I'm talking about? Filipino uncle gives his beauty secrets.
Oh, that one. I have a couple of them. That's a fairly new one.
Yeah. I just look for the biggest one recently.
Yeah. So that's also something like I started doing early on, as opposed to just sticking to one genre.
Yeah.
Food. Thinking about our culture, right, and how we're unique, right? I mean, just being Filipino, like I've been told, like you're not a real Filipino, right? By a Filipino living in Texas,
Okay.
and I'm like, I'm literally from Pinoy, the Pinoy capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? And so when I can show my friends, whether they're Filipino or Chinese, our real element, that's a real moment. That's a raw moment. That's me and my homies were having a lightweight reunion for dinner. My homie who now lives in the Philippines, shout out to Chris Garcia, Siargao Resort. He was in town. Went and checked out this Cuban restaurant, and that's literally us laughing. Like that's how we've been vibing since we were kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not acting.
No.
No.
In fact, he didn't even know I was filming until a few moments later. You know what's funny though is that video was one of the ones that I just knew it was gonna do well because of the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people get too stuck on the logic of the ingredient because it's about, what was it, like olive oil, yogurt, egg. And then when he's describing it, it sounds like he's describing something he's gonna eat, but he puts it on his face.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a moisturizing skin. And so, but a lot of the comments, they're taking it too literal, which he literally does do that recipe. Okay. And if you actually YouTube it, he got it from YouTube. He didn't make it up. If you YouTube it, you'll find all these other videos that talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So people, they get too logic and they're talking about the ingredients when it's like the reason why it's hitting is the vibes, right? If you have a bunch of guys that grew up together and just having a good time,
Yeah.
we're drinking a little bit. I got another video that hit 1 million. It was my wife at my son's high school graduation, and she had all these snacks in her bag with the Skyflakes.
Yeah.
She literally had them in her bag. That's like a real moment. And I just thought, like, let me get that because a lot of people are going to be able to connect with that.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just doing what you do, you get recommendations from friends, or you just hear word on the street and stuff. How do you find your content?
Good question. So my main source are friends, colleagues, and then the other part is I actually do a lot of reading. Like I read a lot of articles from Eater. I read, Cesar Hernandez, Chronicles. I'm always keeping game, and so sometimes a particular deli will keep coming up.
Yeah.
So if you get two, you get it from a real food critic like Caesar, and then I get it from a friend.
Yeah.
And then you find out the owner is a family friend.
Right.
Well, now I'm really motivated to go.
You got to go down there, yeah. Huh. All right.
Especially if it's in the area, between San Francisco and San Mateo, really between San Francisco and South City.
All right. Since we're here, and we're going to give the disclaimer that this is just in the moment. This is not necessarily the best of anything, but we're going to ask Adonis for some recommendations, just whatever he's feeling. So if I wanted to get some Filipino food tonight, it's kind of a chilly night, a little foggy. Where would we go?
This is what I always say. What do you feel like eating, though?
Like,
do you feel like eating a salad, which is garlic fried rice, eggs, and your protein? Or do you feel like getting the soup? Or do you feel like getting, the peanut butter soup, the kare-kare? It really depends on what you want, because each place has like their specialty or their item that they're known for, right?
Yeah.
But off top, I like chelogs.
Oh, right there, right?
This is street.
Yeah.
This city near top of the hill.
Yeah.
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 The owner of it, Chel. So it's actually a play on her name. Celogs with her name, they call her Ate Chel. That's her restaurant with her friends. And she actually helped open up that Jollibee right across the street, which is the first Jollibee
in America. Yeah, we did an episode from there. Yeah.
So she opened that restaurant.
Right.
And another thing people don't know is she has a program where she helps wannabe entrepreneurs. It kind of teaches them the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that place is good. Chilogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they do it right. They do it right. It's not like fat portions.
Yeah.
But it's quality versions.
Right.
And I feel like everything on their menu is done really well.
Similar to this, it's kind of like the roast pork with the garlic rice with the egg. That's what you get, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. How about? I've seen a couple different burrito places that you've been to. So let's say I'm craving a burrito. You got to tell me why you would, like you said, you could recommend 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 places, but where would you get a burrito tonight?
Oh man, it depends on how I feel like. But I have a few places I rotate. So here's the truth. I probably eat about 3 burritos a week.
Okay.
I eat more burritos. I eat more Mexican food than Filipino food.
Okay.
All right, so off top, I like Frank Grizzlies. My family friends over there on 3rd Street in Bayview.
Okay.
They are what you call Cali Fresh.
Oh.
So the husband, who's known as Grizzly, he's Mexican, right? Born in Mexico, grew up in the East Bay. The wife is actually Vietnamese American, grew up in San Diego.
Okay.
Right? And the first thing that I would recommend when you go there is their duck.
Really?
They do a duck.
Huh.
So imagine a duck burrito.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's a recipe. They literally buy the duck and from the beginning.
Huh.
Yeah, but they have a lot of items. They also have like another item I crave for is their breakfast burrito, their bacon breakfast burrito.
Okay.
This is kind of like nicer Mexican food. It's the type of Mexican food that when you eat, you don't feel sleepy afterwards.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, because he cooks with like extra virgin olive oil.
A little lighter, a little cleaner.
It's lighter, it's cleaner. It's more like if your Mexican auntie really cared about your health and was cooking in the kitchen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your uncle, right? Because Jorge, my homie Jorge, does all the cooking. But they close early. Right? So what's left? Well, we got to hit up. There's Mexico Típico, which closes, I think, like at 10.
Okay.
And then, of course, in Excelsior District. And then, of course, down the street, you also got El Farolito in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Right? I go to Guadalajara because they have the option of tomato and spinach wraps.
Okay.
That's what I recommend. Whether you do a burrito or a suiza, get yourself a tomato or a spinach wrap.
Okay. Get a couple vitamins, a little different flavor.
It gives it a nice, subtle,
chewy
tomato taste.
Yeah.
You know? Really fresh.
All right. Okay, now I'm a big hamburger guy. So where are you getting the hamburger at?
How much are we spending?
Oh, that's true.
You ever been in Nopa?
Yeah.
Have you had their burger?
No.
They got like a $50, $40 burger.
Okay.
It's like $30 with that. I think.
Yeah.
They have a really good burger.
Huh.
And it's open pretty late. I think it closes at like midnight or stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you do want to get a little reservation before you run in there.
Yeah.
But you know,
I didn't know they had a burger.
If we were just in the neighborhood, man, I go to Beeps, man.
Beeps on Ocean.
OG classic.
Yeah.
Man. Been around forever.
Yeah.
Asian American owned.
Yeah.
No, that's somebody you should interview, man. But
and you can get out of there for $10.
Oh, yeah. And you get a nice, it's a classic old school burger.
It's not a smash burger. Yeah, it's a real burger.
It's not a smash burger.
Yeah.
Smash burgers, you know, to be honest, like, they're not my main thing. I like big, fat American burgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still need to find a smash burger that I really, really, really love. You know, this had Hamburger Project. That's cool. It's probably the best one I've had. Still need to try like Mallards.
Yeah.
Smish Smash. I need to try that one. I hear that's the one, right?
Or I've heard the Laundromat on Wednesdays.
I hear about that too.
Yeah, Wednesdays only though.
Yeah. One that I was really impressed by, I didn't think it was too much of a smash burger, even though it's labeled one. It's called the Rabbit Hole.
Huh. I don't know
It's
that
on
one.
Mission Street, Bernal Heights.
Okay.
And it's like a bar, but you actually bring your kids in there.
Okay.
They do this, they call it a smash burger, right? But it's like, they serve it with this Korean ketchup. What is the sauce that you put like on?
Gochujang?
Yeah, some gochujang.
It's a little chili
ketchup.
paste.
Yeah. And then you order that burger with an egg. It's a fantastic burger.
Rabbit Hole.
It's an upgrade, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, so there's levels. There's
levels to it. You know what I mean?
So your first question is the most important question.
Yeah.
How much you want to spend?
It depends, yeah.
Yeah.
How much are we spending, right?
I don't know if I'm spending $45 on a burger.
How many family members are you treating, right? Is it just you and your wife? We might go to Nopa, right?
It's a family of 4, though. You can't go to Nova.
Yeah, we go to In-N-Out.
Yeah. All right, so, you know what? SF has changed a lot. I remember I used to be able to go out after a dance or after getting some late night food. There's a lot less places to get late night food now. But if it's after midnight or after a certain amount of time,
yeah.
where are you going for late night food?
You can't beat Lucky Chances.
Como Cafe.
You can't beat it. I mean, you can get yourself a Filipino salad. You can get some Chinese American food, but you can get some American breakfast food too. And
24 hours a day.
you got everything in there.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, one thing I like is since they were opened, what was that, like 25 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
They're the same cooks and the same waitresses.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that says something.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too.
One place that I don't hear spoken about, but I really only go there after hours is Grub Steak.
Yeah. By Polk Street. Yeah.
There's something very nostalgic to me
3
about being here
a.m.
at 3 a.m.
I know.
Very nostalgic. I can't go there during the daytime.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a place you only go at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cool place to people watch.
Yeah.
Because there's other people who were partying all night.
Yeah.
Up at 3 a.m.
Right.
So it has that nostalgic city feeling to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I saw you do a review of Sam Wall down here. That's rest in peace, Sam Wall. But they used to be open late. That was our go-to after. I used to work at the Coronet Movie Theater on Geary.
Okay.
And we get out at 12, 1 a.m. and we have to find somewhere to eat. So we'd come down here to Sam Wall.
I wish that I had experienced Sam Wall in those late nights.
I know, the skinny restaurant.
Yeah. You know, one thing I do want to clarify is I don't do reviews in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like a restaurant, I just won't talk
walk
about
away.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just walk away.
Yeah.
If I can't say nothing good,
that's fair.
I'm not going to do it. So one thing I always say is if I posted about it,
you know it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying it's the best.
Right.
I'm just saying it's good. You know?
Satisfied something.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fair. Because, these people are working hard. Even if it's not a good restaurant, it's not like they're not trying. You know, they're working hard.
Which brings up another conversation that's going on, right?
Yeah, it's tough. All right, so you and your lovely wife, Joanna, is that your... Where would you go on a date night? Where's your date night place?
Oh, for food or what?
For food, yeah.
You know, with my wife, Joanna, shout out Joanna, what I like to do with her is I like to look up a restaurant that we haven't
Something new.
Something new.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah. And so if I hadn't learned nothing from a friend, you know, then I'll go pull up Cesar Hernandez, you know, look at one of his articles. Or I'll go look at Eater or something like that.
Right.
Like, top 10 new restaurants in San Francisco. They always update their list. And I'll find something that aligns with what I'm craving, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I really want to try, but every time I try to get a reservation, I just can't do it. Four Kings.
I know.
Have you been there yet?
No, I just went to Mr. Juice, but we've been talking about Four Kings for a year, and I was just saying, I'll wait another month.
Yeah, hoping it slows down, but it's actually gotten worse. So it's gotten worse,
which is good. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, good for them.
But you got to go in get in line at 9 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
The late night seating.
Yeah, so that's actually like I've been thinking about that for a while since Cynthia from On Waverly told me about it.
Yeah.
I think I actually spoke to her like the day after she tried it with some friends.
And she said, ask her what to order. Because she said people have gone there and they came out kind of But she said, oh, you didn't order the right things.
You know, that's the thing,
that's something though, right?
It kind of goes back to like, you know, people would be like, I'll post something. And they'll go, yeah, I didn't like that place. I said, what'd you order? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's certain things you have to order.
You have to order.
So for me, if I don't already have something in mind, I literally ask the waiter, the waitress, like, what do you think I should try? It's my first time here.
You got to do that, yeah.
Yeah, and they know what you need to try, what the specialties are, and what the fresh catch of the day or something like that, right? Yeah.
Well, our waitress here tonight at Pork Chop House, there were some people next to us who had never eaten here before. Yeah, and she just said, okay, these are the 5 things, top 5. You can order whatever you want. There's like 28 things on the menu, more than that. But she goes, these are the 5 things that everyone else enjoys. Just go with these. You can't go wrong. And they left happy, I think.
Yeah.
So just ask your waitress, what's good here?
They were Chinese, I think, right? They must have been visiting from out of town.
Somewhere, yeah.
Canada or something like that?
I don't know. I didn't talk to them, but I said, get the roast pork. And the waitress concurred. Yeah, that's what you got to get. All right, I like that. Yeah, go to a new place you've never been. All right, let's see. How about a place that has kind of a culture or a type of food that isn't super common?
You know, lately, I've really been experimenting with a lot of different Chinese spots, right? Like, was it like North China or something like that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, SF doesn't have a history of northern Chinese food, so it's
Yeah, just different foods.
starting to come up a little.
Trying to, like, for instance, I'm thinking about this restaurant that's on Judah. It's those statues. What are those warrior statues? There's a lot of them. They found a lot of these.
Oh, in Xi'an, the terracotta warriors?
That's the name of the restaurant.
Terracotta warrior? Okay.
Yeah. So I'll try to find a restaurant like that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a big fan of terracotta. I've eaten there a few times. I haven't done a real shout out terracotta.
Okay.
That place is bomb.
Okay.
But they have like these noodles that I've never tasted before.
The northern style.
Is that northern style, right?
Yeah, because around here it's mostly Cantonese, Hong Kong.
Yeah. And like, for instance, like another Chinese American friend who actually grew up in Daly City took me to Happy Family Gourmet on Terraville. And so kind of similar things like this northern Chinese food.
Yeah.
So lately, because it seems like those are the places that are opening up that are kind of like more smaller business.
Yeah.
And then there's something as simple as like, what is this one? Ox 9. You know what I'm talking about? Ox 9. It's a noodle house in San Mateo.
Okay.
And I want to say they have them in LA.
Huh.
The way they do their noodles is like you order like how thick they are.
Okay.
You know, it's just a new experience for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I see other Asian people there, other Chinese people. So if
Looks
that's what they're
legit.
eating, I want to try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way we can learn something new.
I saw you go to Good Culture Cafe.
Yeah.
That's kind of Lao, like Southeast Asian influenced food.
Yeah. So that's Chef Ravi, Liho Yacht Club. That's one of his restaurants.
Okay.
And he took one of his chefs, who's Lao, and kind of let him do his thing over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's actually an interesting story because Chef Ravi reached out to me through a friend and was like, yo, I like your content. I don't like a lot of people's content. And I was like, yo, I don't do this typically, but I'm a fan of yours.
Right.
I've tried to get into Liho in the past. I couldn't even get in there, but you know, I read a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And so I said, look, tell you what, I'm gonna go in there randomly, do my thing.
Don't give me anything special. Yeah.
No promises, nothing.
Yeah.
And then that's how I did that content.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I think you're doing some good stuff for the community. Local stuff, mom and pop stuff. Good stuff. I mean, you're helping people out, finding good food. You know, you're doing community service. Getting us some good recommendations.
I'm just trying to be a homeboy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be the homeboy that can make a recommendation.
We all know someone, right? We all know that one guy that his food is always going to be good. His recommendations are only going to be good.
It. I mean, I could talk about food and community and stuff like all day, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right, everyone out there, you can follow Adonis. You know how to find him. I'm Adonis Eats on Instagram mostly. You do TikTok at all?
You know, I'm trying to repost my stuff onto TikTok.
Yeah.
But it's a different algorithm.
It is.
Yeah.
And a little bit on YouTube.
Yeah, I got a little bit on YouTube, but Instagram is my main platform.
Yeah.
It's our age group.
Yeah.
The majority of my followers are actually 45 and 60.
That's us. All right, everyone. That's my audience too. So you know who you are out there. Class of 89 people.
Shout out to everybody.
All right, go check out Adonis. Go check out his recommendations. Go check out new Lun Ting. We're enjoying our meal. How's your oxtail?
Man, I love this, man.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in Hawaii right now.
Yeah, we were talking about these places being kind of like an old school throwback of mixing of culture, the original fusion food. Yeah. But all right, thanks, man. That was real fun.
Appreciate you, man, for inviting me over.
Yeah. We'll bump into each other. I didn't know you were such good friends with Cynthia and Jen over on Waverly.
Well, you know, we've gotten to know each other during my visits to Chinatown.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm there fairly often, so we'll bump into you. All right, man. Thanks.
Appreciate you, man.